Have you ever seen someone suddenly blush because of a few simple words? That is exactly what happened when Riku Miura found herself caught off guard by something Ryuichi Kihara said, and the reaction instantly sent fans into a frenzy. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a heartwarming story involving one of the most beloved pairs in figure skating, Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara. While fans around the world know them for their breathtaking performances and incredible achievements on the ice, there is another side to this duo that people cannot stop talking about. Away from competition, they often show a natural warmth and genuine friendship that makes them even more lovable. Recently, one particular moment captured the attention of fans everywhere. It was not a world championship performance. It was not a record-breaking score. Instead, it was a simple exchange of words that revealed the deep trust and appreciation between two athletes who have spent years supporting one another. What exactly did Kihara say that made Miura visibly blush? And why did that brief moment leave such a strong impression on everyone who witnessed it? Let's take a closer look. As most skating fans already know, Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara have become one of Japan's most successful pair skating teams. Through years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication, they have climbed to the top level of international competition. Their performances are known not only for technical excellence, but also for the incredible chemistry they display every time they step onto the ice. Anyone who watches them can immediately sense the trust they share. In pair skating, talent alone is never enough. Every lift, throw, twist, and jump requires absolute confidence in your partner. A split second of hesitation can completely change the outcome of a performance. That is why trust becomes just as important as skill. Because of this, fans are always fascinated by the way the two interact outside the rink. Their serious and focused expressions during competition contrast sharply with their relaxed and cheerful personalities during interviews and public appearances. It is this contrast that has made so many people fall in love with them. The moment everyone started talking about happened during a public event where the pair was participating in an interview session. The atmosphere was calm and friendly as they answered questions about their careers, experiences, and future goals. Everything seemed routine until the host turned to Kihara and asked a surprisingly personal question. What is Riku Miura's greatest charm? At first glance, it sounded like a simple question. But anyone who has ever been asked to describe someone important knows that it is not always easy to put those feelings into words. The audience immediately became interested, waiting to hear his answer. Kihara paused for a moment and smiled before speaking. Riku is someone who always brightens the people around her. The audience responded with warm applause. It was a thoughtful answer, but what happened next made the moment unforgettable. Kihara continued. No matter how difficult things become, she always stays positive. There have been many times when her attitude helped me keep going. The instant those words left his mouth, everyone noticed Miura's reaction. She smiled. Then she looked down. A faint blush appeared across her face. For a moment, she seemed genuinely embarrassed by the compliment. Perhaps she never expected such sincere praise to be shared in front of a crowd. Trying to hide her reaction, she shook her head slightly and quietly replied, "That's not true." But her expression told a different story. The audience immediately erupted with laughter and cheers. People could not stop smiling. Some fans pointed out how adorable her reaction was. Others simply enjoyed seeing such a genuine moment between the two athletes. It was one of those rare situations where a person's emotions appeared completely natural and unfiltered. Then Kihara added one more sentence. "I'm truly grateful to her." The words themselves were simple. There was no dramatic speech, no poetic language, no attempt to create a memorable moment. And yet those 4 words carried enormous weight, because they came from someone who had shared years of victories, setbacks, injuries, sacrifices, and dreams alongside his partner. Suddenly, the atmosphere in the room changed. What began as a casual interview became something much more meaningful. Meanwhile, Miura seemed unsure how to react. She continued smiling, but fans noticed she became slightly restless. She glanced away several times and fidgeted with the papers in her hands, clearly trying to avoid becoming the center of attention. Of course, Fans loved every second of it. Within minutes, social media was flooded with reactions. Riku's reaction was too cute. Kihara's words were beautiful. This made me smile. You can really see how much they trust each other. Comments like these appeared everywhere as clips and photos from the event quickly spread online. What touched people most was not simply the compliment itself. It was the sincerity behind it. Everyone knows that Miura and Kihara are teammates. But moments like this remind people that they are also partners who genuinely respect and support one another. That bond cannot be created overnight. It comes from years of shared experiences, years of training together, years of facing pressure together, years of helping each other through difficult moments. In pair skating, trust is not optional. It is essential. Athletes must place their safety in each other's hands every single day. During lifts and throws, fear can only be overcome through complete confidence in your partner. That is why comments like Kihara's resonate so deeply. They are not empty compliments. They are reflections of a relationship built through countless hours of work and mutual support. Miura has spoken many times about the trust she places in Kihara. Likewise, Kihara has repeatedly praised Miura's dedication, determination, and work ethic. So while his words may have sounded spontaneous, they were actually the result of years spent witnessing her character up close. Perhaps that is why fans found the moment so moving. Interestingly, Kihara did not use dramatic language. He did not make a grand declaration. He simply expressed gratitude. And sometimes, that is more powerful than any elaborate speech. Honest words have a way of reaching people because they feel real, because they come directly from the heart. For many fans, that brief moment perfectly captured Kihara's personality. Calm, sincere, and deeply appreciative. At the same time, Miura's reaction revealed something equally important. If she had simply smiled and moved on, the moment would have been forgotten. Instead, she blushed. She looked away. She became visibly embarrassed. And that authenticity made the moment unforgettable. Fans continued discussing it long after the event ended. Many commented that it showed exactly why the pair is so popular beyond their competitive success. Yes, they are world-class athletes. Yes, they have achieved incredible results. But people are also drawn to who they are as individuals. Their kindness, their humility, their respect for one another. Those qualities matter just as much as medals. As the interview continued, the story became even more charming. After seeing the audience's reaction, Kihara himself started smiling awkwardly. Then Miura laughed and replied, "Please don't suddenly say things like that." The room immediately burst into laughter again. Even Kihara could not stop smiling. The exchange felt less like two elite athletes being interviewed and more like two longtime friends sharing a private joke. That natural chemistry is exactly what fans adore. Nothing about it felt forced. Nothing felt scripted. It was simply two people being themselves. Moments like this also help explain why they have been able to achieve so much together. Technical skill is important, but strong partnerships are built on something deeper. Mutual respect, trust, understanding. Those qualities allow athletes to keep moving forward even when challenges arise. And challenges are unavoidable in any athletic career. There are injuries, disappointments, pressure, moments of doubt. Yet through all of those obstacles, Miura and Kihara have continued supporting one another. Perhaps that is why such a small interaction resonated so strongly. It reminded people that behind every medal and every performance are two human beings who rely on each other. In the end, this was not a major news story. There was no championship trophy involved. No record-breaking performance. Just a few honest words and a genuine reaction. Yet sometimes those are the moments people remember most. Because they reveal something real. A simple expression of gratitude. A shy smile. A heartfelt connection. These are the moments that stay with us. As Miura and Kihara continue their journey and take on new challenges, fans will undoubtedly keep cheering them on. Whether they are delivering world-class performances on the ice or sharing small, genuine moments off it, they continue to inspire people around the world. And if this story proved anything, It is that sometimes the most unforgettable moments happen when nobody is trying to create them. They simply happen naturally. And those are often the moments that mean the most.